Hello. So, this is Contemplations with Jesse Nickell the Fourth. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're feeling all right. If you're not feeling so good, if you're having a bad moment in your life, know that it's not gonna last forever. You're gonna be all right. This moment's just a temporary cloud moving through your life. It'll be gone with time. So I want to kind of move into the hippie movement. Where's the hippie movement today? What was the hippie movement? Why am I talking about the hippie movement? Well, I find it fascinating to see a group of individuals, embracing the world at large. Curiosity for the world at large. And I know I'm just, in my attempt to describe hippie culture, I am making massive generalizations, but how else can one attempt to communicate anything? People in this community were trying to not be limited by their own cultural ideologies and kind of cultural way of going about living, cultural lifestyles. It was a very explorative movement. This open-mindedness to other belief systems, other metaphors, other ideologies, other forms of clothing, other styles of hair, other ways of living life and dealing with partners and raising children. And it's this openness to change. Change is inevitable with time. Even if a culture stays true to their traditions, it shifts and evolves and mutates with time. That's just what happens. Even if you have a small village that's been there for thousands of years, it's still going to be shifting and changing with time. As people continue to work on it, or if people abandon it, nature will take it over. And the hippies, they explored different substances, and to some degree to their own demise. It kind of was a self-destructive mechanism for the culture that enabled external cultures to look in on it as a kind of broken movement, a broken fad. And in other ways, the substances that were being explored with, if not having been used in too destructive a manner, were used in ways that actually opened the hearts and the minds of those people that were experimenting with them. Not only were the individuals exploring different forms of philosophy, religion, cultural lifestyles, and thinking processes, but they were exploring different realms of thought. What is possible? What's really going on here? It's so easy to get into this rigid state of mind where we're like, I know how it is, this is how it is, my grandparents told me, and my parents told me, and everybody else around me believes this, and this is how it is, and this is how we ought to raise our children, and this is what we ought to do. And none of that is bad. This is not about bad, good, evil, pure, that kind of stuff. No. There can be so much valuable gold derived and taken and learned from one's own culture that they're born in, perhaps more so in some cultures than others. And when I'm saying that, perhaps some cultures are going to cause less harm to the individuals in it and to their surrounding environments and other biological life forms, whereas so some cultures are more destructive and some are less destructive, and I would lean towards less destructive cultures if you can. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Maybe more tomorrow.